Hello, I just want to make a video about how I circuit bent this cheap HDMI to AV converter. There's only two switches, so it's pretty simple bend, and if you want you can do this. It's nothing really dangerous, it's just, yeah. So there's two switches. The crash switch is just completely crashes the converter, and I just heard monitor disconnecting sound. So yeah. And the other switch I just named glitch, because it's all it does. It's pretty random, but it does a couple things. First thing that it does, if you crash it and flick it on and off while it's loading, it just will get stuck on the screen with color bars and no signal. So yeah, it just freezes it. If we reset it and let it load, we need this thing to disappear, or it will stay here forever. When you flick it on, it just loses all sync and scrolls. Nothing really interesting. But when you flick it on and off, something can happen, some interesting effects, like this. I call it dot crawl, even though it's not really a dot crawl, but it's pretty similar. If I bring in some YouTube video, you should see it better. With brighter colors it works better. So yeah, it just happens on the edges of things, this dot crawl effect. I think it's pretty interesting, it just adds a bit of texture. It does two more effects. I might need to reset it, because it's really random. One of the effects is just color bars with this indicator or whatever, which says PAL on or NTSC, like this. Oh, this time it's without it. So yeah, just color bars. And I don't think they can go away, really. They just stay here. So you need to reset it. It's pretty annoying that they just don't go away. Again? I'm unlucky today. Because most interesting thing that this okay. Most interesting thing that it does, it's color bend. It just messes up all colors, and it's probably most interesting thing that it does. And if you don't let this thing go away before flicking on the switch, it just stays here permanently. And sometimes it can just come back when you flick in the switch. So yeah, this messes up all the colors, and there's kind of like two of this image. If you look like at the cursor, there's like two of it layered, and all the colors messed up. It's, for some reason it messes up only it switches around, I would say, green, blue and red, and leaves green alone. So yeah, this kind of color band and like double image, and it's just what it does. It's pretty much everything. And the one effect that I got only once, it's probably not recreatable right now for me, is the same thing as this, but it was green and the image was kind of in the corner, and I could see the sync pulses. That was kind of cool. It would be cool if it could appear again, but yeah, it's just not happening again. So let's talk about what I did. The crash switch, it was pretty simple. I just found one resistor around one chip that this thing has, and connected to grounds through the switch. So yeah, it just shorts it to ground. And the glitch switch is even simpler. I found internal clock quartz thing, I don't know how it's called, and connected both of its legs together through a switch. It's really everything I did. And that's a pretty easy band, and all those signals and glitches, it's completely valid analog signal, so you can feed it through like a mixer or capture it into a PC, and you don't need any time-based corrector, so it's pretty neat, I would say. And only unstable thing is this, because it's just loose sync and you can't really capture it with anything. You probably will need time-based corrector and something like that I don't have. So yeah, but when it's in those effects, it's absolute normal signal. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little band, and you can try it. But I will not open it up because it's really can fall apart at any moment, and I don't want to solder to this micro resistors again. So yeah, bye.